Competition in the MotoGP world does not only happen on the track, but also behind the scenes in the paddock. Recently, a decision made by Marc Márquez regarding his future with the Ducati Lenovo Team triggered various reactions from riders, analysts and fans. One of the most interesting reactions came from his teammate Francesco Bagnaia. The rider, widely known as Pecco, was reportedly touched and emotional after learning about Marquez's decision regarding contract talks with Ducati. So what surprising decision did Marc Márquez make about his future with Ducati? Let's discuss. Marquez's decision not to immediately extend his contract has created plenty of speculation within Ducati. The Spanish rider's contract actually still runs until the end of the 2026 season, but negotiations for an extension have not yet reached a final stage. This move forces Ducati to wait longer to learn about the future of the number 93 rider. For Bagnaia, the situation brings a new dynamic within the team. On one hand, he respects Marquez's decision as an experienced rider who surely has many considerations before making a major move in his career. On the other hand, this situation also opens an opportunity for Bagnaia to strengthen his position as one of Ducati's main pillars. According to several reports from the MotoGP paddock, Bagnaia reportedly feels somewhat relieved by the situation. The delay in Marquez's contract discussions is seen as giving Ducati room to reorganize the team's long-term plans. As a rider who has represented Ducati for many years, Bagnaia has a very strong relationship with the Italian manufacturer. He has delivered many important victories for the team and has even become a symbol of Ducati's resurgence in MotoGP in recent seasons. That is why every decision related to the future of his teammate will naturally affect the overall dynamics of the team. Nevertheless, Bagnaia continues to show a professional attitude. He emphasized that the future of the contract is entirely Marquez's personal decision. Marc Márquez's decision not to rush into signing a new contract is also closely linked to the challenging journey of his career over the past few years. After years of dominating MotoGP, the Spanish rider had to face a difficult period that truly tested both his physical and mental strength. Marquez suffered a serious arm injury that forced him to undergo a series of surgeries, as well as a long and exhausting recovery process. During that period, many people even doubted whether he would be able to return to competing at the highest level of MotoGP. However, with strong determination and hard work during rehabilitation, he gradually managed to return to the track and compete again with the best riders in the world. That long experience dealing with injury eventually changed his perspective on racing. If he was once known as a rider who always took huge risks in pursuit of victory, Marquez is now becoming wiser in making decisions, both on and off the track. At this point, Marquez prefers to be more cautious in determining the future of his career. He wants to make sure that all factors, from his physical condition and the bike's performance to the team environment, have been carefully considered before making a major decision regarding his contract or the next step in his career. For him, the opportunity to continue racing at the highest level of MotoGP is extremely valuable after going through such difficult times due to injury. That is why every decision he makes now is not only about the ambition to win, but also about keeping his career long and competitive in the world of racing. Interestingly, Marc Márquez also revealed a major shift in the way he views achievements in MotoGP. In the past, he was often compared to the Italian racing legend Valentino Rossi, but now Marquez admits he is no longer obsessed with surpassing the records of the legendary rider. Rossi himself is widely known as one of the greatest icons in MotoGP, with a total of 9 World Championship titles. For many years, Marquez was frequently mentioned as the rider most likely to surpass that achievement. However, Marquez now says his focus is much simpler: enjoying racing and staying competitive on the track. According to him, being overly focused on records can create unnecessary pressure. Instead, he prefers to approach racing with a more realistic mindset. Even though breaking Rossi's records is no longer his main target, the rivalry between Marc Márquez and Valentino Rossi remains an important chapter in the long history of MotoGP. Their competition not only produced intense battles on the track, but also sparked several controversies that drew global attention to the sport. During their peak years, the clashes between Marquez and Rossi heated up the MotoGP paddock atmosphere. Every encounter on track was filled with high tension, aggressive strategies, and dramatic moments that kept fans around the world closely following their rivalry. Those moments are even considered one of the greatest rivalries in modern MotoGP history. Now, as time passes and a new generation of riders emerges, the rivalry is no longer directly played out on the track. However, the story of competition between Marquez and Rossi is still remembered as a major part of MotoGP's legacy, full of emotion, controversy, and history that has helped shape the sport into what it is today. Meanwhile, the unclear contract situation has created potential risks for Ducati. Several MotoGP observers believe the Italian factory team could face a difficult position if it were to lose both of its main riders at the same time, Marc Márquez and Francesco Bagnaia. Both riders are not only fast on the track, but they also play crucial roles in the development of Ducati's motorcycle. Their technical feedback is extremely valuable for the team's engineers in building a competitive machine. If Ducati were to lose them within a short period, the team might have to rebuild its project almost from scratch. However, some analysts actually view this situation positively. They believe Marquez's decision to delay contract talks could make the MotoGP rider market far more exciting and full of speculation. When the future of a major rider remains uncertain, many possibilities immediately open up within the paddock. The uncertainty surrounding the future of top riders like Marquez and Francesco Bagnaia could potentially trigger major movements in team lineups in the coming seasons. This situation has also prompted many teams to monitor developments more closely. If there is an opportunity to recruit a world-class rider, they certainly will not waste it. Therefore, Marquez's decision to delay his contract not only affects Ducati, but could also influence the overall competitive landscape of MotoGP. The rider market is expected to heat up even further as speculation grows about the future of several top riders on the grid. Amid all the speculation, Francesco Bagnaia emphasised that his main focus remains his performance on the track. He wants to continue delivering the best results and help Ducati maintain its status as one of the most competitive teams in MotoGP. For him, strong collaboration between riders and the technical team is the key to achieving victories. For now, Marquez's future with the Ducati Lenovo Team remains a big question mark. The decision that will be made by the rider wearing number 93 is believed to have a major impact on the direction of Ducati's MotoGP project over the next few seasons. What do you think? Was Marc Márquez's decision to delay his contract with Ducati Lenovo Team the right move? Share your opinion in the comments below.